In the previous phase of this workshop, we focused on finding, attracting, and targeting your audience. Now that you know who your ideal customer is, you need to understand what other options are available to them. So let's continue to focus externally and dive into branding principle number 3, competitive awareness. In today's training, you will learn how to search for and find your top competitors, how to analyze their strengths and their weaknesses, and how to differentiate your brand so you can stand out in the competitive marketplace. The best way to start this process is to complete an in-depth competitor audit. A competitor audit is the process of categorizing and evaluating your competitors to understand their strengths and their weaknesses in comparison to your own. We will analyze everything from their visual identity, their tagline, their brand voice, to their messaging and who their customers are. To begin this process, here are some of the questions that you should ask yourself and your team. Who are your top competitors? What brands offer similar products and services? How are you different from them? How are you better than them? How are they better than you? What will you do that they will not? What is their purpose? What is the look and feel of their brand identity? What are their values? Who is their customer? How do they talk about their customers? How do they acquire their customers? What are their marketing channels? How are they positioned in the marketplace? What are their strengths? What are their weaknesses? And what are their similarities to your brand? The end goal of this competitor audit is to get clarity on who your competition is, what tactics and strategies that they are using, and identify opportunities for differentiation. When you know how and where to position your brand as the better option for the consumer, you can then implement strategies and gain a competitive advantage. Here are the 5 top benefits of completing a competitor audit. Number 1, find gaps in the marketplace. During your competitor audit, you may discover positioning opportunities that are not currently owned. You can instantly generate new revenue streams by filling these gaps. Number 2, give customers what they want. When you analyze your competition, you will recognize points where they have failed to meet the needs of their customers. This is your opportunity to step in and provide a better solution. Number 3, discover new marketing channels. In today's digital, on-demand, social media influence world, there are dozens of new marketing strategies popping up every day. Through your competitive auditing, you may discover communication channels that you were previously unaware of. Number 4, become more innovative. In addition to finding gaps in the marketplace to position your brand, you may even find holes in product offerings. Your research into the competition could uncover offerings that are currently unavailable to customers. Number 5, develop a better USP. Your USP, or unique selling proposition, is a valuable component that makes your business better than the competition. It plays to your strengths and should highlight what makes your business uniquely valuable to the customers. By identifying your competitor's USP, you can use that information to improve your own competitive position. Okay, so now that you know the questions you will need to answer and you understand how beneficial a competitor audit can be to the success of your business, let's go over the best practices to analyze your competition. The first step in completing a competitor audit is to come up with a list of companies that offer similar products or services to yours. Depending on your industry, this list may be quite lengthy. However, only list the brands that fit directly within your category. You want your list to be comprehensive, but not overwhelming. There are 3 types of competitors to look for. The first are direct competitors. These are businesses exactly the same as yours. They offer the same product or service to the same audience, and they may even be in the same geographical location. The second are indirect competitors. These are companies that offer a similar product to yours, but they may serve a different purpose or they may target a different audience. For example, if you sell hamburgers, an indirect competitor would be a sandwich shop. You have different products, so the sandwich shop would not be a direct competitor. However, they could take some of your business if they can convince someone to buy a turkey sandwich instead of your hamburgers. The third type are tertiary competitors. These are companies who sell products or services that are vaguely similar to yours. It's still important to identify these businesses because if they decide to make a change, they could become a direct or indirect competitor. So for now, just keep your eye on them. After compiling a master list, you'll want to trim the list down to and prioritize the top 5 to 10 competitors within your space. This will help you stay focused and not get distracted by companies that may not be a risk to your business at this time. Here are a few ways to identify your direct and your indirect competitors. Number 1, search for them. Start with the most obvious and just Google it. Begin by searching for products and services that you offer. Next, search for terms and phrases related to your business. And finally, compile a list of keywords that relate to your products or services and just start Googling. You will quickly have a list of potential competitors. Number 2, pay attention to search ads. While you are Googling your keywords and phrases, pay attention to the ads listed above, below, and to the side of all of your search results. These ads will most likely be from competitors that have targeted the keywords that you are searching for. Also, make sure to do the searches multiple times since not all ads will appear on every single search. Number 3, dive into social media. Everyone and every business has a social media presence these days. There are so many channels, groups, communities, forums, chats, posts, and blogs to analyze that it can quickly become overwhelming. Start by searching on Facebook for competitor business pages, then move on to YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. From there, you will start to find groups and links to blogs to follow. Pay close attention to the comment section. This is where your audience hangs out and talks about the competition. Number 4, talk to your customers. When you make a sale, ask the customer how they heard about you and if they have purchased the same products or services from a competitor in the past. Find out why they chose you over them. This will help you develop your marketing message and your value proposition. Number 5, review trade show publications and trade show vendors. If there are any publications in your industry, both physical or digital, make sure you're reviewing these often. New or existing competitors may submit articles or place advertisements to help promote their business. Take a look at vendor lists for trade shows that focus on your industry. This could produce a list of up-and-coming brands that may become direct or indirect competition. Now that you have your lists of both direct and indirect competitors, it's time to begin the competitive analysis. Here is a simple step-by-step competitor audit process for you to follow. Step number 1, gather the basic information. Let's start with the easy stuff. This will help to organize and develop some comparison points between your competitors. This basic data should include what products or services they offer, their revenue and financial reports if publicly available, how many clients or repetitive customers they have, how many offices or stores they have and their locations, what geographical areas do they operate in, how many employees they have, and any valuable information about executives and upper management, the history of the company and any significant milestones, what websites, social media channels, and other consumer touchpoints they own. Step number 2, review their brand purpose, vision, mission, and values. Just like you've defined for your brand earlier, you will want to learn the brand purpose, the brand vision, the brand mission, and the brand values of all of your competitors. This information will be valuable when determining the best way to differentiate and position your brand. Step 3, look at their visual identity. You will want to perform a complete audit of your competition's visual identity. This should include their logo, color palettes, typography, imagery, iconography, and website design. Some questions you should ask yourself are, do you like their logo? Does their logo represent what they do? What emotions do you feel from their brand colors? Does their typography trigger a response? Does their imagery match their brand look and feel? How is their visual identity better than yours? How is your visual identity better than theirs? Does their website provide an enjoyable and an engaging experience? Step number 4, analyze their messaging. Take a look at how your competition speaks to the customers. This is not just in verbal communication, but in all of their messaging. By analyzing their voice, marketing hooks, mission statement, slogans, and taglines, you will begin to get a good understanding of how they see themselves, what they are trying to accomplish, and who they are communicating to. You should review their website copy, social media content, marketing campaigns, emails, packaging text, and physical materials such as brochures and flyers. A few questions to consider are: what does their tagline or slogan say to the customer? What is the main heading and the opening copy on their homepage? When they speak to the customer, what type of language is used? How do they talk about their products and services? What features and benefits do they emphasize? Who are the people that they are talking to? What are their key selling points? And do they compare themselves to the competition? Step 5, what are their prices? Analyze and document the pricing structure of the competition's products or services. Then match those up with comparable products or services that you offer. If they are similar in quality and features, you can then assess whether or not your product is fairly priced. Step number 6, review and recruit job openings. Your competitor's career page will provide great insights into their company. You can make some educated guesses based on what they are posting. For example, if they are looking for new designers and developers, they probably have a big project or a product expansion on the horizon. Also, if there seems to be a lot of recent job openings, it could indicate that there are troubles within the company and employees are leaving. This is something you may be able to take advantage of by recruiting their top talent. Step number 7, review their website content. A lot of valuable information can be collected from a competitor's website. Begin by taking a look at the website structure. Is their website easy to navigate? What are they emphasizing? What content are they presenting to the visitor? Do they have a blog, and how often are they posting? Where does their website fail the visitor, and how can it be better? Next, take a look at the design, the technology, and how the website functions. Are they staying on top of the latest trends? Is the website visually pleasing? Is it responsive, and does it work on multiple mobile devices? Does it load fast? And are there any errors or broken links? Step number 8, review their social media channels. The best way to determine what your competition is doing and how well they are performing is by looking at their social media channels. By reviewing all their channels, you will not only gain insight into how your competition uses social media, but also how people perceive them. Begin by finding what platforms they use, and then see who they are talking to and how they interact with them. Here are a few questions to ask yourself while reviewing their channels. What platforms are working best for them? How many followers do they have? How often do they post? Are their posts engaging? What kind of language and messaging do they use? Are people commenting on their posts? Are the comments positive or are they negative? Who is the demographic that follows and comments? Do their graphical posts remain on brand? Is their messaging consistent? And what types of content is working best for them? So now that you have collected all this valuable data and in-depth information about your competitors, don't let it go to waste. How you use this information is dependent on your specific company goals. For example, you may have a major competitor that you would like to challenge and take over the majority of their market share. If so, put them at the top of your priority list and focus on how you can become number one. Perhaps you are just starting out and you are looking to position yourself differently than the competition so that you stand out as unique. Or maybe after identifying your competition, you simply want to develop better marketing strategies so you can outperform them. Whatever your reason is, the ultimate goal is to put all of this research to good use so you can begin to effectively position your business as the best and the most logical option to the consumer. To continue your training, be sure to download your 7-figure brand strategy guidebook below to review what I've discussed today and begin to implement these strategies into your business. As always, if you have any questions or would like to schedule a one-on-one consultation, please visit brandidentified.com or shoot me an email at chris@brandidentified.com. I'm here to help.